Okay, S, this is going to be really fast because it is really hot out here. So let me set up my tripod real quick. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I want to make sure it's down so you could see the inside of the cauldron. Okay, how's that? There. Okay, that should be good, I think. Stay. Okay. So, this is what personally I do. That I'm going to burn tonight. Tomorrow night. You have to have something that's going to hold a lot of heat. I'm not talking about one little baby leaf, okay? I'm talking about a charcoal briquette that's going to get very, very, very hot. Oh shit, I forgot to bring a fork. Well, hang on, let me see. Damn it. Well, I don't think you're going to be able to see it. Oh, it's coming apart. Hang on. Damn it. Well, so much for staying clean today, huh? All I want to really do is break one of these in half, especially your first time, just so you know, because this is going to last like all day. Well, at least mine do. Whatever, I'll just take that little piece off right there, okay? And just pretend like we light a light one. Pretend like we lit the whole thing. And then normally I put it on a fork so you can run the flame under the fork. Shit, hang on. And if you tell Papa I used one of his good forks, I will deny it in court. But because when you use a fork, it's easier to make sure that the whole tab is lit on fire. And it's going to spark. Oops, sorry. See how it's starting to smoke, and then it looks kind of like a firecracker, sparkler. And it's really lit. These are old. I gave you the new pack that I just got in. It's gonna look like a little sparkler and go and sparkle. Okay, so that's nice and heat. Don't want to set that on anything plastic. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Now I only want you to take a very little itty bitty piece of dragon's blood. It's just until you get used to it, you know, the first time. And we're going to put that directly on the charcoal tab. I hope you can see it. I'm not behind the camera. We're going to put that directly on the charcoal tab, okay? And I hope you can see it. It will start melting instantly because it's resin. Okay? Oh, it smells so good. Can you see that? Let me see what you see. Hang on. Let me see. Okay, let's see if we can... Shit. Stay. You see? Okay, now... Let me wipe my hands off. Hang on. Now you can put whatever other stuff on there you want. We're going to take one of those leaves I gave you, and we're going to even crumple that up. Like that. Or if you have a coffee grinder, you could put it in there and just put it on top. Do not try this at home. See? And you put it on top, and you put other herbs on top. But see, normally you would have, if you're doing like like I'm gonna do a full ritual tomorrow, I'll use actually a real whole tab to put in there, because this is gonna burn like all night. And even when you think it's calmed down and not hot, no, you break it open. You see the white stuff? I broke it open to make sure if it was still hot, and it's still red on the inside. See, so we'll put that on there. You could put a whole big old huge mound of herbs and incense and stuff on top of here. And it just smolders and smolders. Ooh, that smells so good. I love dragon's blood. I'll put that directly on top of there. Don't burn yourself. Normally I would do this with my long jewelry tweezers. Put it directly on, make sure it burns. And then, I don't know about you, I don't know a whole lot of your background, but I feel safe in telling you, since it's only you and I watching this video, that now your dragon's blood and your white ceremonial sage, I would now, if I had, you know, like when I do house cleaning, I use the whole briquette, or 2 or 3 sometimes, and then I take my cauldron and I walk around the house and I bless. I blow it into each and every corner in the whole house. You start upstairs, far left back, and you work your way downstairs, far left back, to the front door. Okay? Now this, the reason why I brought it outside is because, you know, so, not all people like smells. I love the smell of dragon's blood. Somebody else might not in the house. So that's why I'll just leave it out here and bless the yard. See, so tomorrow night even, I will, you know, write up a nice little protection spell to protect my house and everyone in it and everyone that comes in it. And I tell my spirit guides, don't let nobody bad in the house. Let them trip on the threshold, and when they trip, I know that they don't belong there. They can stay outside, sit on the porch, you know, for real. You know, so see, that's going to just sit there and smolder for a long time. Even that little tiny piece of charcoal. That's why I tell people, if this is your first time, just use a half of one. Don't use a whole one, because then you're going to freak out and say, well, I don't want to leave the house with that smoking. No, just put it in the bathtub, and it'll be okay. But you really have to. I mean, you see how thick this is. And this gets really, really hot when I use a whole tablet on the new moon and full moon. So full moon is tomorrow. You might consider doing a house blessing or something tomorrow on the full moon. Okay? And my dragon's blood is a male element of fire. Its planet is Mars. It is for love and protection, exorcism, and potency. And you got to remember, exorcism is not just for devils and demons. I exorcise lack. I exorcise anger. I exorcise stuff like that. Weight gain. I exercise anything that is not in my best interest. Okay? I'm going to put all this back in one baggie and go wash that fork before Papa kicks my ass. And I will just leave that out there here smoldering. The cats don't particularly care for it, and they will not bother it. Or if you want, you can just put your top on if you have a cauldron. If you don't, even if you're not a witch, I still suggest you get one, because now just with this, and then I have a little cement. What is tile made out of? Not cement. Tile is made out of porcelain or granite or something really hard that holds heat. So I also have, like when I lived alone in my apartment, I had a little square of tile, and I would set this on the tile, because even though the legs get hot, this heat, even for a whole tablet, isn't going to go through all 3 feet and the tile before it gets to your good wood table or something. So make sure you have something really, you know, hot, either high off of your table that you could set it on top of, or something, because I'm telling you, that's going to get really super hot. It will scorch your glass table. Just trust me. You know, so maybe even the first time, take it out in the backyard, on the cement in the backyard, because the charcoal burn stuff will wash off the cement driveway or whatever. And this will wash off with dish soap the first time. Now, so just set aside a fork to use forever and ever, or go to the thrift store and pay 5 cents for a fork, so that when you light it, it'll light evenly. And I just hold it in the middle. So I set the tablet, I hold it in the middle of the tablet so it will heat spread out evenly. And then it'll go, and you can see little sparklers. And you know it's done. Once you see those sparklers, the heat will go around the rest of it on its own, just like soldering. Okay? There you go, my dear. I'm going to sit here for a moment and pray for rain. And blow this smoke on me. Here, bless you. Bless you. Bless all of y'all. Okay? Thank you, my dear. I love you. Have an awesome day.